Hello everyone, welcome back. So today's pick a card is going to be all about the full moon in Aquarius that we are having. So let's talk a little bit about the full moon. Full moons are all about releasing, right? They're all about cleaning the slate in a way, letting go of things in order to begin again. Things that come to completion, things that come to culmination. So for this pick a card in particular, we're going to be looking at what is the full moon bringing to a close. Okay, what cycle are you wrapping up with this full moon in Aquarius? All the timestamps will be pinned in the comment section. All my information is always in the description box below. With that being said, remember that these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Now, let's talk a little bit about what is the energy behind this full moon. Okay, because the energy is very chaotic. If you don't want to listen to this, the timestamps are down below. You can fast forward to your selected option. So the full moon is in Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, the planet of unpredictability, the planet of things being different, right? Things being out of the norm. It's also about technology. It's also about science, math. It's the ruler of the 11th house, which is about wish fulfillment, friendships, goals, associations, all of this and more. So the energy behind this full moon is all about the unconventional learning. It's all about, there's going to be a lot of elements of surprise coming through, a lot of breakthroughs, and also discords, right? Because anytime we have surprises or anything out of the usual, guess what? As human beings, we freak out, right? Because we like to be in control. We like to know what's coming. And so with the planet of Uranus here, there's going to be some twists and turns. Okay, there's going to be some things that happen unexpected. Some of you have already experienced this. I know I sure did. 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago, something happened that was completely out of the norm. I was not expecting it, completely curveball. My family members, a lot of my family members too, I reached out to my friend and I was like, what's going on? And so we talked about it in astrology and we saw Uranus. So again, just be prepared for things. It doesn't have to be traumatic. It doesn't have to be life or death situations, but it can definitely be, adjustments needed. So just know that, and there will come some discords because again, we have to adjust and we didn't see this coming. There's also this energy of struck with an insight. Okay. And with this insight is going to come the energy of destabilization. Now, again, it's like a tower moment, right? Something has to fall apart in order for us to rebuild it. Okay, there's this energy of being knocked off your high horse for some of you. Okay, having like a humble pie type of situation here. Also, there is some type of course correction coming through as well for many of us. Okay, we're thinking we're going down one path and all of a sudden something hits, something comes to our attention and we're going down a different path. Right? And this is all because of divine intervention. Now, there is a blessing of awareness that is coming through with this full moon. Okay. There's this inconvenient, bless you, sweetheart. There's this inconvenient new information that you need to integrate. Okay. And again, this is something that you didn't see coming. And now you have to kind of be like Temperance. Now you have to kind of put this new information in. You have to kind of rearrange your schedule. And this could be something as simple as getting your kids' new schedule, right? And you're having to now I have to figure out my work schedule and my kids' schedule, right? Something like that. It doesn't have to be big. There's also this energy here of silence will not keep you safe. So you need to speak up. If you need to talk to someone, talk it out. If you need to clear the air with someone, go ahead and do so. Okay, right now this is not the time for keeping quiet. Now there's also this energy here where things are being shaken up. Okay, a lot of you are going to feel this shake up. You're going to feel maybe a lot of anxiety already within you, this energy of like what's going on, right? Tension, a lot of tension here. And I do feel as well you're going to be shown something that you don't allow yourself to see very often, and that might be where the discomfort comes from. Okay, so just sit with that. Again, if you have to say something, if you have to address the elephant in the room, go ahead and do so. Okay, with love, with compassion, and with understanding. So with that being said, let's move on to option number 1. So option number 1, let's see. Okay, What is coming to a cycle here? What are you letting go? What is coming to a culmination? Okay, feathers, coins, repeating. Heart chakra. Truth. Speaking of something, if you skipped the intro, well, I suggest you go back and listen to it. If you didn't, then you know what we're talking about here. Capricorn. We have the King of Rods. And then we have patience here. Okay, so what I'm getting here for some of you might be a fire sign. You might be a Leo, Sag, or Aries. You don't have to be Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, or you might be dealing with someone who is a fire sign. I do feel here that during this full moon in Aquarius, what you are culminating, what you are releasing, what cycle you're getting out of is this energy of patience, of having to wait around. Okay, for some of you, you have been waiting for either someone or for something connected to your emotions, though, with the heart chakra here. Okay, I feel like you've been very patient with something unfolding here. And I feel like you've been getting a lot of signs about a particular person or about a particular situation. And I do feel here that that's coming to an end. I feel like the truth is coming out. The truth about this situation with this person or about your situation in general. I feel like Spirit is saying we've been very patient with this, but we need to come in and we need to intervene. Okay, because for some of you, I feel like you've been in this illusion. For others of you, you have been suppressing your emotions or your feelings and you have not been wanting to speak your truth. Okay, a truth that you have within your emotions. And I feel like you need to do that. And for a lot of you, you will be doing that. I feel like for a lot of you, you've been loyal to someone or something that I feel like your angels and your guides are just like, it's out of balance. Like I keep hearing out of balance. Balance is needed here. Okay, there has to be an equal give and receive here. I don't know what this is. This could be a situation. This could be with the person. But I'm feeling in order for this to work, there needs to be equal give and take here. Things cannot be out of balance. And what I'm getting here as well, for some of you, you're coming to terms with something. You're coming to accept something. And I feel like whatever this is, it feels like you've already had it in the back of your mind. I feel like this is something that you kind of already knew, right? Kind of like the volcano here. You know it was going to erupt, right? It's, you know, it starts bubbling to the surface and then we ignore it. And I feel like the eruption is inedible. It's here. That's what this full moon is doing. It's erupting this volcano within you and it's letting everything out. And I feel like you've been very patient. You've been very patient with something here. And I feel like your guides and your angels are like, no, this needs to end now, or this needs to be, talked. This needs to be addressed. This needs to be worked out with that Capricorn energy. For some of you, this could be between a Capricorn and a fire sign. For some of you, this is about work as well. Maybe there's a creative project, a creative idea. Maybe there's something here, a boss, maybe that you want to talk things out with this person. Or maybe you just need to come to acceptance with something, okay? Accept the situation for what it is. I feel like everything is being revealed to you in such a way that you won't be able to turn away from it. You might be seeing a lot of 222s as well. But I'm getting kind of like they're showing me a mirror. So I feel like it's kind of like it's in your face and you can't turn your back on it anymore. And it's like, which path are you going to go? And I feel like it's time for you to step up into this King of Rods energy, regardless whether you're a male or a female. You have to kind of pick yourself up and keep walking is kind of the energy that I'm getting. And I'm getting kind of like it's not easy. It's not easy, but I feel like it's something that you have to do. For some of you, I do feel like you want to achieve this Capricorn energy, right? Because Capricorn is very stable. Very, very stable. And I feel like you're starting to see that it's going to take hard work to get to where you want to get. And that it's going to take a lot of patience. And it's going to take a lot of time for things to unfold. I'm hearing it's a long journey to happiness. And for some of you, you're coming to terms with that and you're accepting it. And you're like, okay, I'm willing to walk the mile. I'm willing to take that walk. I'm willing to, put in that extra time and effort. And for others of you, you're just going to simply turn your back on this situation, and that's okay. Everyone's on a different spiritual journey. Not all of us are on the same path, and we have to be respectful of one another, right? And I feel like you're just coming to your truth, and that is very important, and that is what this full moon in Aquarius is doing for you. And for some of you, it's opening that heart chakra. And for some of you, it's going to burst out with a lot of creativity here for you. And for others of you, it's just going to be about getting to work. Getting to work, getting to the grind, doing what you need to do. For a lot of you, you're coming to the realization that you want true love. It could be as simple as that. For some of you, you're just like, I want true love, and I want it with this person in particular. It could be with the Capricorn. It could be with the fire sign. Does not have to. But I'm seeing this as Lenormand too, right? Work with that dog here. I'm also getting this energy of like, what are you a master to? What are you loyal to? And is that loyalty serving you? I feel like that's what's really coming to a wrap for you with this full moon in Aquarius energy, right? Because Aquarius is all about freedom with that Uranus energy. So I feel like for a lot of you, you've been tied down to something that was not good. Again, because it was out of balance. And I feel like you're coming to terms with that. And you're no longer suppressing that. You're either going to speak it up, or you're going to say to this person, hey, like, what are we doing? Or what is this? Or you're just going to be like, you're just going to pick your stuff and go in a different direction. And I feel like your angels are approving of this. Your angels are like, it's okay. It's okay for you to do that. Because I feel like they just keep saying it's time, okay? It's time. And I feel like you already know this. This was in the back of your mind. This isn't new. If you pick this pile, this isn't new for you. Yeah, and for a lot of you, it's just talking about doing your diligence. And you're accepting that you're going to have to do your due diligence, that you're going to have to work very hard to gain that status and that reputation that you want. For a lot of you, you are getting a lot of results. If you've already been doing all the hard work with that Saturn energy, you're going to see a lot of rewards after this full moon in Aquarius. For a lot of you, I'm getting you're ready to unleash your talents. Okay? For a lot of you, I am seeing that you could be, this person could be older than you if you're dealing with a person, by the way. But I'm also getting here, you're higher on a social rank. I don't know, there's something here about someone being on a social rank, like higher social rank, some way. Yeah, and there's this energy too that this full moon in Aquarius is gonna bring to you, is that things happen on their own timing, not on your own. Not on your timing, it's on its own timing. Yeah, that you can't rush things. You have to allow them to, progress gradually. You have to allow things to unfold at their own pace. Yeah, that everything happens on its own time, not at your time. There's a lot of changes in your career as well. There's something going on in your career that's coming to a closing here as well. So that is what I have for pile number 1. If it resonated, subscribe, hit that like button, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye, pile number 1. Pile number 2, numero dos. What's going on with this full moon in Aquarius? Let's see what's going on. What's going on here? Oh, I'm hearing good news. Good news here. I don't know. There's some type of good news, celebration. There's something going on here. But I'm also getting the energy of addiction here. Okay? Yeah. Emotional and physical addiction. Okay? I feel like they're being highlighted for you during this full moon in Aquarius. So just know that. Throat chakra, communication. I said good news, communication. There you go. Stillness. Root chakra. Okay. A lot of fear, a lot of anxiety. Okay. Mars. A lot. Okay. A lot of energy with pile number 2. Wheel of Fortune and arrangement. Okay. So, what is going on, pile number 2? So what I'm seeing here is a lot of energy. I'm gonna put these to the side right now. I feel like there's a lot of energy here with you guys, okay? There is this energy of anxiety, this energy of like a lot of like pent up energy here, pile number 2. Either you can't release this energy or you don't know how to release this energy. I feel like during this full moon as well, it's kind of this, again, this energy of like pile number 1 was more on an emotional level. I feel like for you guys is more on an energetic level. This volcano that is erupting with a lot of emotion for pile number 1, but for you guys it's all about the passion. You might want to listen to pile number 1 because I keep mentioning it. I feel here that there is this energy for you guys of rushing, wanting to rush to something, to do something. A lot of combative energy with Mars here, because Mars is very productive and it's a very beautiful energy, especially when you want to do something, when you want to assert yourself, when you want to make something happen. Mars is the way to go. Mars can give you that push, that drive, that motivation to get you to do something, to get you to get you to the finish line. Mars is great for that, to give you that quick energy. But it can also be destructive, right? If it's not channeled correctly, if it's not used correctly. For pile number 2, I do feel here that there's going to be a need for you to watch the way you communicate, okay, with others, with yourself, and just with every day. Because with Mars and communication, I'm seeing here, for a lot of you, you're going to be very on point with your communication, and it's going to be good, and it's going to be like, you're going to have everything, like all your ducks in a row. But for others of you, can get you a little bit in trouble with that Mars energy. So be careful, pick your battles energy here, okay? But I do see here as well with that root chakra, what's being highlighted here in the cycle that you're ending, that is coming to a culmination here, is the energy of fear, of losing your foundation. There's a fear here about losing your foundation with that root chakra. And this could be something that you were taught, okay, or something that you saw as a child with that ancestral healing. Yeah. And I feel like at this time, during this full moon, if you can get time to sit with yourself, to be in stillness, it would be fantastic. Fantastic for pile number 2, okay? Because I feel like it's very important for pile number 2 to ground your energy, you guys, okay? Because it feels very spacey, but at the same time, it feels like I want to be on the go. Like it's this dichotomy of like, I want stillness, but then I want this Mars energy of going and pursuing and chasing. There needs to be a balance here, pile number 2. And I feel like you're learning, you're releasing that, okay? That energy of being in between these two energies here, of having a fear of your root chakra. I feel for a lot of you during this full moon in Aquarius, you're receiving a lot of downloads of what is your next step, what is your next journey with that Wheel of Fortune. Because I do feel like you guys are definitely on a new cycle here with that 10 reduced down to a 1. And I feel for a lot of you, you are finding your voice in some way with that throat chakra, finding your truth. And it's interesting because all these piles have a similarity to it so far. Pile number 1 also talks about truth, about self-expression, right? And for a lot of you, I feel like maybe this is something that you didn't do a lot with that throat chakra and stillness next to it. It's kind of like you suppressed your voice. You suppressed your true identity. You suppressed your self-expression in some way, right? You suppressed your creativity. And I feel like it was because maybe it was something that you were taught to do, or you were very defensive about your creativity or about your truth. And I feel like all of this is coming to a culmination, to an end here. And I feel like you're reconnecting with yourself, and that's what's going to allow you to have that communication, that self-expression, that purification. for you to make the changes that you want to make with that Wheel of Fortune. And this energy is going to feel very unsteady. Okay, and that's what I'm getting with pile number 2. You guys feel very unsteady, like you need to ground your energy. If you can, use grounding crystals, okay, or walk barefoot. If you have like a garden or something like that, or you're in the park, go ahead and do so. Or you may be called to go to certain parks or just be around nature. And I feel like it's because your soul is yearning for that energy of being grounded. Okay, and with the 5, it is this energy of instability. It is the energy of adjusting, energetic adjustments. Okay, and it's about struggles as well. So for a lot of you, you're going to see how you struggle within yourself to express yourself, your true self, your voice, and why. I feel like this is going to be highlighted for you. For a lot of you, you have been fighting yourself in about expressing yourself. Okay, and I feel like destiny is stepping in here. With the Wheel of Fortune, destiny stepping in and arranging things for you. Yeah, because again, this energy of the full moon in Aquarius, if you skip the intro, is this energy of divine intervention, of course correction. Yeah, it's this energy because the Mars is the ruler of sexuality and aggression. It's a lustful planet, right? That drives us, that allows us to face the difficult challenges in life. And it allows us to follow our passions no matter what stands in the way. So for a lot of you, I do feel like this is what you're going to be doing. This is what this full moon in Aquarius is going to do, is going to highlight that for you. Where are your obstacles? Where are your challenges? And it's going to help you push through these obstacles and through these challenges in order for you to seek your truth and express your truth. And to have that creative expression. It's like you're purifying your throat chakra. Okay, this is the energy that I'm getting here. Yeah. I'm kind of getting like this fire has been lit under you type of energy here, pile number 2. And I feel like this full moon in Aquarius is like, well, it's time to achieve what you want. And you're being shown a clear path that has been arranged for you. Okay, so if things have been in stillness for you, they're no longer going to be in stillness. Things are going to get moving with the Wheel of Fortune. Things have been set in motion here. For a lot of you, you might join military. I'm getting military here. And I feel like you're going to enjoy the challenges. I feel like you're becoming more active, more physically active and involved as well with that Mars energy. And I feel like there's a lot of momentum here for you guys, okay? There's a lot of momentum here. And Spirit is saying it has been arranged for you. Are you going to pursue it? Are you going to follow through? Are you going to listen to your inner voice? Are you going to follow your creative expression, your creative passion? You might be very drawn to the color red, okay? Law enforcement is coming through as well here, pile number 2. I feel like you're going to be pushed. You're going to be pushed ahead towards your ambition. To be number 1 is what I'm getting here. It's a very exciting energy, but at the same time with that Mars is kind of restless energy too. So just be careful with that. Make sure you're grounding your energy with that root chakra, okay? And it's interesting because the root chakra I associate a lot with red. So there's a lot going on with your root chakra. If you can get work around it, it'll be great. It'll be fantastic. A lot of things being highlighted there, right? About your security, about your basic needs in life. Be careful with overheating. I don't know why that's coming through. Okay, so if you're out in the heat, just be careful. Stay hydrated. Okay, try to stay cool. Yeah, that's what I have for pile number 2. If it resonated, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you very much, pile number 2. So So pile number 3, let's see. What is this full moon in Aquarius? What is it wrapping up for you? What is it doing for you? Okay. A lot of fear here. I'm getting this energy of craving. Okay, like you're craving for something that you're not supposed to have. This like a toxic habit, something that your guilty pleasure type of thing is being highlighted here. What is your guilty pleasure? What is kind of your addiction here? What clouds your vision type of energy here? Pile number 3. I feel like this full moon in Aquarius is really highlighting that for you. It's making you aware of what that is for you. Okay? Let's see. Higher self. Third eye. Mirage. Okay. So, change. Definitely you guys are, a lot of us are experiencing this change. You guys are experiencing it as well. I do feel, when I am seeing through all the piles, is that Spirit is very much present, okay, in every single pile right now. Like their presence is very much, people are noticing it more than usual. And it's because of the Lion's Gate that's coming as well. There's a lot of like divine energy, faith, destiny, written all over here as well. So we have here that your higher self has been trying to communicate with you through your intuition. Okay, whether this is through signs, through dreams, through people. Okay, maybe you meet people and they tell you the right thing at the right time, or it just seems like a lot of coincidences. I don't know who in this pile says coincidences, but yeah, you're seeing a lot of coincidences happen. So pile number 3, I do feel like this full moon, what it's doing is wrapping up the mirage, is wrapping up the illusions that you have been living in. Okay, and for some of you, it's about a toxic habit. It's about a addiction. It's about a clouded vision. It's about maybe your emotions, right? How have you been lying to yourself, or maybe to someone else? Or how have you been lying about a situation? How have you stayed in a situation that you know it's not serving you? Okay, is what I'm getting here. There's a lot of illusion. There's a lot of deception, but I do see that this is going to change. You have changed twice. And I feel like you already know this with that third eye energy here in the higher self. I feel like you already know this. I feel like this isn't new to you. I feel like if anything, this is confirmation for pile number 3. And this could have been something that you've been working since the eclipse that happened, And I feel like you're just letting go of that energy that is not serving you. You're seeing things with clarity now. And it's funny because all piles got truth. All piles. And that is what Uranus is. And if you skip the intro, I suggest you go back and listen to it. I talked about what the full moon in Aquarius is about. And it's about breakthroughs, right? It's about surprises. It's about, being struck with insight that is destabilizing. I can't say that word. That it's not, that it's going to shake you up, right? It's going to rock your foundation in some way. But I feel like pile number 3, you already kind of knew this. I don't feel like this is completely like un balde de abuelada. I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like you kind of already knew this in the back of your mind. And so I feel like, it's time to change it. And you've been receiving a lot of guidance, a lot of intuitive hits, a lot of dreams that this needs to change. Yeah, the devil. Exactly. Interesting. Pile number 1 also got Capricorn energy. This is Capricorn energy. So if you feel like listening to pile number 1 or you thought about it, definitely go ahead and do so. But I do see here that there's certain things, certain behaviors, certain beliefs that are not serving you. For a lot of you, maybe you're gaining clarity about a Capricorn in your life, or about something that you are tied to, something that is keeping you restricted, something that is keeping you in bondage. And I feel like that is just becoming very clear to you. It's clear as day. Whereas before it was a beautiful mirage, and now you're just like, this isn't good for me, right? I need to change this. And you can trust in what you're seeing and what you're perceiving and what you are feeling. Low feelings of regret, anger, and sadness are now being cleared. Yeah, for a lot of you, you're wrapping up the cycle of illusions, the cycle of, and this is the thing about toxic habits. It doesn't have to be just sexual addiction, drugs, alcohol. It can definitely be, being stuck in feelings of anger, of sadness, of guilt, of regret, and just being in this lower vibrational energy. I feel like this is being wrapped up for you during this full moon in Aquarius, but it's also being highlighted, and with that is going to come a feeling of discomfort, right? With accepting and seeing things for what they are. Sometimes it's not easy, but I feel like pile number 3 is very important for you guys to see this and to accept the truth in order for you guys to see the change and create the change that you want in your life. Okay? I'm getting this quote of 3 things cannot be long hidden. It is the sun, the moon, and the truth. Yeah, and I feel like the truth's coming out, pile number 3. Okay? I feel like things that have been shadowy, they have been distorted in some way. You didn't view them as that. You view them as a beautiful mirage. You viewed them as something appealing. And I feel like you're getting this dose of reality. And again, no judgment here. Okay, we've all been in this energy in our lifetimes, But I do see this is quite a change, a drastic change I'm getting. And it will be an unexpected one. It might seem hard, and it will take some effort on your part, especially if this is something that you're so accustomed to or used to, or something that is that you have a strong bond to someone or to something. It might take hard work from you, but I do feel like, I know you're going to do it, and I know you're going to be fine. Definitely not an easy path, but I feel like this is you're ready for this. You're ready for a new way of looking at things, You might feel like you've hit rock bottom in some way as well. But I feel like you're ready for a new improvement is what I'm getting here. Yeah, you might be thrown off balance for a little bit, but follow your intuition. I feel for a lot of you, I don't know why, but I'm getting this energy of you might have taken something for granted and now it's being collapsed in front of you. I don't know why that's coming through, but I'm going to give it to you guys. And I feel like Spirit is saying that's okay. You're going to make a new start. I'm hearing pay attention to the next 6 weeks, okay? The next 6 weeks to 6 months is going to be very important for pile number 3. Okay? I feel like that's being highlighted here. I feel like there's going to be a lot of ups and downs with your emotions as well. Okay? So just be careful of that. Make sure you're keeping yourself grounded. Let me see. I feel like there's something here that has been brewing for a while. And I feel like things are about to bubble over. I don't know. This feels like in a relationship. Does not have to be. But I feel like it's something that it needs to happen in order for things to be cleared up. Okay, in order for you to have a solid foundation either with this person, it's kind of like we have to address the elephant in the room. That's what this full moon in Aquarius is going to be doing for pile number 3. Okay, you guys? In order for us, it's kind of like the veil is being taken off. Like it's, the veil is being pulled back, if you will. And it's kind of this energy of like, oh my God, this is how things are. This is where I'm at. And for a lot of you, there's regret that's going to come off this. Because a lot of you have been operating from this energy of illusion. And again, just it's a blessing of awareness. That's what it is. It's a blessing of awareness in order for you to now take the lead of your life and create the changes that you want. Right? So that is what I have for pile number 3. If it resonated, hit that like button, subscribe. Have a beautiful day or night whenever you are watching this. Bye, you guys.